am all by myself. I can't remember the last time I was all by myself. I will be all by myself. What's going on, everybody? Game Time Ryan here, otherwise known as Where the F is Everybody? Dwayne, Sweetney, Liquid Gold, baby, Liquid Gold. What's up, Dwayne? How are you, man? I'm in the sun. Dude, do I not? I mean, I thought I had the stream set up properly. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. But what's going on? How are you, Dwayne? Hope all is well, my man. Ronnie, what's going on, Ronnie? I try and get these in when I'm done. I don't like delivering in the dark. I'm good. What's up, Drew? How are you, man? Just another day out in the cold. Too old for this shit. What's up, man? Hope you're staying warm out there. Rolo, what's up, brother? How are you? I'm done my route, so I'm gonna do a 25-minute lunchtime chat, and we're gonna get out of here. Daniel M., we have an update on McCarthy saga. Schefter said no decision is made yet, and the Cowboys haven't allowed permission to mark McCarthy. Birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday, Dwayne. For your birthday, you're getting a wrench, brother. There you go, Dwayne. You're blue now, brother. This is one instance where blue is good. Dwayne, you're a part of the wrench crew. I got to go through my wrenches and get rid of some that don't show up. So if they don't show up on a regular, then we're going to get rid of the wrench. But Dwayne, you have a wrench. Logan, yeah, you know what? Oh, what's up, brother? You're another wrench candidate. Jerry's going to drag this thing out just like everything else. There you go, Rolo. You're getting a wrench, brother. You're here every day, man. You deserve a wrench. It's 7 degrees, yeah. Drew, that's it. That's it, brother. Just rub it in. Drew, if you want one of those hoodies, I'll make sure it's in a 4X. Not a problem. Just text me. Just order it in a 3X. And I know who you are, and I'll order it. I got a special order, but it only takes a day to get in, maybe 2 days. So if you really want one. Daniel M., McCarthy is either staying or leaving. Well, Daniel, it's one of the two, bro. It's definitely one of the two. It's definitely one of the two, my man. Here's the deal, and I think I might do a video later or a live stream. I don't know. I got to figure it out. I definitely need some computer time. Dwayne Bryan is the first one to get. Well, Logan, I have too many wrenches, but again, that's how I show appreciation, and how you guys can show appreciation is to keep showing up and watching me. So that's like a two-way street. I mean, you know, obviously monetarily would be nice, but again, we're almost a month away from the jersey giveaway. Just to let you know, Logan, I got a few Eagle stuff. I'll have a half dozen Eagle things to give away, just randomly. I'm going to have a half dozen Cowboy things to give away, but I am giving away a authentic jersey, a custom of your choice, to one channel member that I'm going to draw at the halftime of the Super Bowl. So if you want to be a part of that, you got to be a part of the Mailheads crew. I haven't added it up lately. I'm right around the 40 mark still. We can't get near the 50 mark. So until we get 50 Mailhead crews, you know, I guess I could lower it to $2.99, maybe get more, but then I get less. You know, it's like, it's a catch-22. If McCarthy takes the Bears job, then this is going to get Jerry off his bum butt, then he makes me. Jameson, what's up, Jameson? Here's the deal. Let me take this off. Here's the deal. Jerry has a way of doing business that's not good. I'm getting a text from Troy Daniels. Hey, Troy, I'm live, buddy. Jerry has a way of doing business, and it's not conducive to winning. Everything's a negotiation with Jerry, and that's not good, to be honest with you. That's not a good thing. So, yeah, sorry, Troy Daniels. I wasn't trying to be negative, Troy. I was just saying I got an update. Felix Rojas, what's up, my man? Um, do you think McCarthy leaves game time? No, I don't. I don't think he leaves. But I wish I finally have a kidney. Jamison Taylor. Now, do you have one good and one new, or only have one new, which is good? But let me know. But congrats, brother. Um, but yeah, I'm trying to get my train of thought in. I got to move off from. Yeah, Dwayne, I'm fine with moving away from McCarthy. But think about this: Jerry only wants to pay bottom dollar for a coach. Okay. Hey, Dwayne, if we don't get McCarthy, do you know who the next guy in is going to be? They're going to want to interview him right away. It's Kellen Moore. Do you want any part of Kellen Moore, or do you want Mike McCarthy? Let me ask you this. I'll give you three names. Kellen Moore, Mike McCarthy, and you can't choose anybody else. Kellen Moore, Mike McCarthy, or John Gruden. I've done several mock drafts, and I've gotten good results. If McMillan drops to 12, it'll be a steal. He ain't getting out of the top 6 or 7. But I could be wrong. Hey, Curtis, how are you? I'll take Moore as my OC. Yeah, Dwayne, that's the thing. They are comfortable with him. That's going to make Dak happy. Ooh, I get to have Kellen Moore back. You know, he'll have his quarterback coach back. You know, it's like, I don't know that Kellen Moore is a leader of men. Arturo, what's up, brother? I'm hanging in there. Just happened. I just woke up from a nap. Yeah, I hate that. Gruden would be an awful head coach. I think Gruden's a good head coach. It's just he's got to get past those emails, those racial statements that he said. Now, again, I'm not going to analyze it, or it's not my job, but he's being blackballed from the NFL, and I don't mean that in any racial term. That's the term that they use. He's being squeezed out of the NFL. He's actually got a lawsuit against Roger Goodell. What better way for Jerry Jones, who's on record as saying he's not a Roger Goodell supporter, was the lone. He was one of the. I think he was the lone owner that said that did not vote for his renewal. So what better way to get back at Goodell than to bring in John Gruden, who is a very good coach, people. Do not kid yourself. Bumblebee 10. If Dallas gets new coordinators, it will take at least 2 years before they are competitive again. Arturo, Yo Curtis, Moore is going to Saints. Good, let him go. Get him prime time. Game time. If McMillan falls to 12 and you have several teams wanting to trade. No. Daniel, if McMillan's at 12, you take him. McMillan's not going to be at 12. You want McMillan, you got to go up to like 8 or 7. You know, I'm waiting to see if what we need is a Drew Aller to declare for the draft. Why I tell you that? Drew Aller would be the number 1 overall pick in this year's draft. You heard it right. The Penn State quarterback, 6'5", Josh Allen clone. If he declares and goes to the combine, he is the number 1 pick after that's done. Sorry. Done. I don't mind Shorty as OC, but he, again, Dwayne, he's not going to come here for OC. He's already an OC. Yeah, Drew, I don't know, man. Sometimes I feel like I say shit and I think about it. I'm like, man, I don't want to upset anybody. That's not my intent. But Phil, it happened to the Eagles. Games. Oh yeah, everybody. Phil gave me some cool stuff. I got it in the mail yesterday. I don't know how I'm going to give them away. You know what I might do, Phil? I might wait and do it on the Super Bowl or something. I'm not going to just pay postage for every little thing, but I don't know. Maybe I'll do it. I'll figure it out. But I got some cool bottle openers / keychains that say Primetime Studio with me and Phil's mug on it. Really neat. And some koozies. Game time, you got to watch Landman. I did. Arturo, I think I got I think I got through the first 3 episodes, or the first 2 or first 3. Really good show. I have to watch it. But that line by Jerry Jones, I haven't gotten that far yet, where he talks about, his family. He runs the Cowboys. He don't give a shit anymore. He's got his Super Bowls. He wants to run it. And I'm sorry, Jerry Jones, if you're watching my stream, he's already on board saying he's not giving up until he dies. Well, it's pretty sad to say this, but, you know, that's the next time we're going to have a chance to win. The way he's negotiating with McCarthy is just the exact example of what's wrong with the Cowboys. Big Mac is staying here. I hope Penn State win. If McMillan and Genty go off the board in round 1, do you have Kelvin Banks as 12? Probably. I'm looking for a way to trade down if that's the case. But that's just me. There's guys like McMillan, Genty, Burden. Do you trade away from a guy to get maybe another 3rd-round pick? So you have, maybe you draft in the 20s or in the late teens and you get that 4th-round pick back? I would consider doing that, unless there's some big-time guys still sitting there. If McMillan's there, you take McMillan. If Abdul Carter is close, you got to move up to get him. Mason Graham's there, you take him. Outside of that, I'm probably trading back a few spots to get that 4th-round pick back. At Jerry's age, I believe he prefer a former head coach and moves on from McCarthy. Mike Clark. Here's the deal. He doesn't like paying his coaches, okay? So, Kellen Moore isn't going to demand a high dollar. It's a first-time head coach. McCarthy is probably saying, yo, I want a raise. I want this, I want this, I want this. And Jerry's balking. Well, then McCarthy's going to go. If you bring in a John Gruden's trying to get his foot back in the door because he's blackballed. He's suing the NFL and Roger Goodell. Jerry and Roger don't get along. Maybe he's a guy. I know they like Vrabel, but Vrabel is earmarked for, I was thinking New England, but the Las Vegas Raiders job just came open, and who's an owner of the Raiders? One other than Tom Brady. So now you got what's his name? Mike Vrabel may go to the Raiders now. Jeff Lee, how are you? Hey, game time. Hey, all, stay warm. Landman's been real good. Rolo, yeah, Landman, the first couple episodes. I think I saw the first 3, but I'm not positive. I might try and squeeze in an episode or 2 later. But yeah, looks really good. Mark Hutchton, how are you, my man? How are you, Mark? Game time. Dallas should trade first-round picks, stack up picks for Manning. This year's draft is there. The sweet spot of this draft, Drew, outside of half a dozen players that would fit Dallas in round 1, is round 2 and 3, Drew. So I would be okay with sliding down to the high teens, maybe 20 tops, but maybe 16, 17, 18. Get maybe a 3rd-round pick. Where the draft is good is rounds 2, 3, and 4. Where the draft is not good is the end of round 5, where we have 4 picks, 6 and 7. So you want to use those picks to get back in the top 100 if at all possible. Man, Daniel M. Drew is not awful though. Chris May, retro game grub and Cowboys. Yo, what's going on? If Banks is there at 12, Dallas is going to take him. Maybe. I mean, I wouldn't be happy with that. Nothing against Banks, but I like our offensive line. I think we got Nate Thomas, who's going to be a future guard for us. That's where Banks is going to play. Again, this is where free agency comes in. You don't want to have to reach for a position that's a strength now. You need a number 2 weapon. You know, it would be tough if Genty's there and to trade away from him. I wouldn't trade away from Genty. I wouldn't trade away from McMillan. I wouldn't trade away from Mason Graham. Abdul Carter's going to be gone. I might consider trading away from Burden. I would trade away from Egbuka if I could get more picks. But the sweet spot of this draft outside the top 15 is round 2, 3, and 4. Drew, let's see here. Donnie's drum covers, 8 game time. I just finished up season 1 of Night Agent. Yeah, what? I never heard of that. Is it any good? Clemente, what's going on? Drew, you just won an Arch Manning on the Cowboys chat. You beat 2 times a year like always. Draft this year is loaded with running backs and dudes. Yeah, wide receiver is not very deep. So if you don't get one in the first round or 2, good luck. Daniel M., I do like the TCU wide receiver. So, yeah, just keep an eye out on him. You know, we had 2 Super Bowl winning head coaches in over 20 years, plus nothing. A few winning seasons, so forth. Time for a change. Clemente, if you're telling me we're changing to Kellen Moore, then I don't want change. Vinny Hagan, what's up? How are you, Vinny? Yeah, Daniel M., I like him. Trey Brown, do you think Dan Cilio is a guy who thrives on drama? Trey Brown, that's his middle name, yes. He's not about the Eagles. Let me just give you guys a hint. If you don't know already, he's not about the Eagles. He's about a turmoil and drama. That's good for business for that channel. And there's nothing wrong with that, but just know that he's not an Eagle fan, okay? Lioness, good series on Prime. There you go. Morgan Freeman, I'll have to check that out. I fell asleep, but Loyal Cowboy told me about WWE on Netflix. Did anybody watch it? Let me know how it was. I gotta check it out. There's no way I hope not. Donnie's drum covers, hey, game time. Night Agent sucked me in good, trying to overthrow Deep State. Okay, I'll have to check it out, man. What channel's it on? Donnie's drum covers? Looked at Campbell, decent player. I don't like Dan Cilio. I like him. I think me and him would get along good. I haven't really watched that channel much. I got to reach out to Xander. We were kind of talking, and life happened. Yes, Lioness is great. Fred Trejo, any relation to Danny? What's up, Fred? Why trade away down where there's supposedly only 15 grade A players? Fred, yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's a few players I would have to pick, but since Jerry gave up our 4th round pick, for Mingo, when that's going to be a solid player. The running backs are in the 2nd round, the 3rd round. That's where you can get a good running back. But I kind of need some defensive line, and the sweet spot for defensive linemen outside of Mason Graham is in the 2nd round. So if you're telling me we drop down to like 19, okay, and we take, let's say Barron, the corner out of Texas, okay, now, we pick early in the 2nd round. Maybe we go, maybe you go D tackle there, and then the 3rd round you get your running back. But then you get but then by trading down, you get that 4th round pick. So they're going to have to go out and identify a position and fill it. That's why I like what Mike is doing. Micah Parsons is going to talk to Jerry at the Cotton Bowl, and he has a list of questions. It was posted online that he's going to grill Jerry about. Micah, you guys should love Micah for what he's doing. He's not going to allow Jerry to sit back and be the headline just to, for the sake of being a headline rather than getting business done, Daniel. That's the problem with our ownership. They'd rather stay relevant and steal the headline for doing nothing, even though the country's laughing at you, rather than be proactive, bring your head coach in so you know what direction you're going. Would you go Omarion Hampton in round one? No, I would not. I would not. Definitely trade down. Damn, it's not an Eagles guy or Philly. Yeah, Drew, he's not, and that's fine. Just don't get sucked in about it. Yeah, he definitely. I've stayed away from that channel for the last 2 months at least. I got to start watching it again. Um, you know, I was talking to Xander, but I haven't been on the channel in a while. Netflix. Okay, Donnie. Cool. Hey, Jay Smooth. I watched it. It was really good. Yeah, Loyal Cowboy was telling me it was like a pay-per-view setup. So I got to check that out this weekend. As you guys know, I got the funeral. Well, I don't know if you know. If you guys are Facebook friends with me, maybe you should. Send me a friend invite, and you guys can, I'm starting to really share more stuff on there, but my mother-in-law's funeral is Friday. Yeah, he's a troll, Trey. Don't trust him. He's the type of guy that'll stab you. He'll kick you when you're down. Mark Hudson, game time. I believe Walker will be there at number 12. Jalen Walker, Mark Hudson. What if I told you that you trade down to like 16, 17, 18? Let's say Burden is there, Luther Burden. Or let's say the offensive tackle is there that somebody wants. You drop down to 16, 17, 18, get that fourth round pick back, and you can get a Jalen Walker. That's what I'm thinking. Drew, if Gentry or McMillan doesn't fall to Dallas at 12, then I see a scenario where we trade back. They say Walker loafs at times. Vinny? That's what you got Mike Zimmer there for, or Al Harris, or whoever the defensive guy is going to be. Let's see here. But I may do a live stream tonight, so stay tuned. I'm going to go home and do some thumbnails. I am going to be broadcasting Friday night for the, or is it Thursday and Friday? Yeah, Thursday. Yeah, Thursday night and Friday night for the college football. And then, obviously, I am going to be streaming both games on Saturday and all 3 games on Sunday. So stay tuned. We got a lot coming up. Drew, a wide receiver in the first round. I still would take Walker. Yeah, I like Walker, Mark. I'm with you. But you got to let some stuff play out. If you're looking at multiple guys that you like, then trade down and get another pick. But I hear you. I definitely hear you. We got enough picks in the 5th round, Mark Hutchinson, where we should be able to get back into the 4th round without trading that pick. So I agree with you. Drew, that's why Kelvin Banks would fall. Yeah, and I like Kelvin Banks, but I don't need another 1st round. Yeah, Drew, that would be what I would want to do, but you could also stick and pick, Drew, and use at least 2 of our 5s to move up around. It won't be our 4th that we had at the top of the 4th, or number 12 in the 4th round, but that's kind of what you would have to do. I would even consider trading with the Birds to move up to 12 if we can get a haul. Assuming the Birds don't go very far in the playoffs. I ain't dropping down to the bottom of the 1st round. But all right, I got another minute, then I got to get out of here. My condolences. Thanks, Curtis. Game time. The DT draft is interesting. Alfred Collins, Texas, Patrick Jenkins, Tulane. Daniel M. I like... we're going to get into that. Stay tuned, my man. Everybody hit the like for me. Let me get to 20 likes before I get out of here. That would be great. Game time. Dan also live at things. He said acting like he has not been recorded. Trey Brown. Just Google Dan Cilio on the web, on the interweb. He's gotten himself in trouble from a lot of risque comments. One towards who was that blonde reporter that was being recorded naked in her motel room? She's a sideline reporter. He said some nasty things about her. He's been fired for racial comments. Not that he's a racist. I would never say that. I'm just telling you the facts. He likes to get a down and dirty pause when it comes to streaming. He wants to be edgy. He's like a Howard Stern, but on regular radio, that doesn't fly these days. We live in a different climate. So Walker will be gone by number 15. You think so, Mark? We'll see, man. You may be right. Looking forward to the live chats this week, Game Time. I have some names. Yeah, Daniel M. Definitely. Um, you should become a channel member and be on the Zoom calls. Ever think about that? You be on the Zoom call and let everybody see you stand on your beliefs, and that'll be fun. But I gotta go, everybody. Longhorns, hook 'em horns, baby. I think they're in trouble though, Clemente. Not rooting against them. Get them likes up for me, and I'll talk to everybody tonight.